When you doing what your phone on charger? When you recording?
Yeah, while we shooting, man.
Oh, whoa, whoa. OnlyFans?
Yeah, I got one of them too.
Check, 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 check again. You are tuning in to Set Your Lineup, episode 47. Yo, we almost at the 50. Set Your Lineup, episode 47, and I am.
And then to top it off, Gino. I like Gino. I love Gino. I respect Gino. Gino?
Thank you, Coach Prime. Thank you. Thank you. Love you too, Coach Prime. To the next of me, to the right of me, I got who?
This is your boy Clutch, aka Domino, aka Black Knight.
Black Knight.
Clutch, well, you could make the Archimedes the most clutch player ever.
To the right, at the bottom, no different. I got who?
It's your boy DSPN. Yes, sir.
Last but definitely not least, probably with the coldest drop. I'm a little jealous. Who we got?
The people's champ, the Hornets Nest legend, all-time wins leader, all-time money getter.
Who?
I'm the people's champ. I'm the people's champ.
Oh man! Welcome to episode.
What is that in the
47.
background?
Welcome to episode 47. If you know, you know. So to start our episode, well, I got to shout out my other two castmates. Where my two cat? Who that champ? Yeah, I got to shout out my other two castmates. This guy and this guy right here.
Not the usual. Tonight we getting unpredictable.
So hey, tonight we might get unpredictable. Ain't no telling when he might show up. But welcome to episode 47. We got our college. We're gonna start off with our college football game of the week recap. We had LSU. Could that be why? My son, aka Unpredictable, is not in our presence at the moment. We had LSU versus Texas A&M. He knew this was first too. LSU versus Texas A&M, and we had a bonus game. The Alabama State University Hornets versus Alabama A&M. People champ, stat man, what do you got?
You let me in?
Yeah, you here, baby.
Y'all can see me?
We can see you.
Okay. All right, we good.
I'm the people's champ.
Yeah.
We had two games last week. We had the big dog game, LSU versus Texas A&M. The line was at -2.5. The over and under was at 53.5. The second game was Alabama State and Alabama A&M, the classic. I hope y'all was able to go there and enjoy the festivities. We had a wonderful time. No extra stuff went on for the first time in a while, so that was a good thing. Send a shout out to Birmingham area police and firefighters. All right, so going to our first game, LSU and Texas A&M. Champ had 1. He hit 1. Joe hit 2. Sims, Unpredictable, hit none. DSPN hit 1. X-Man hit 1. And Gino hit 2. All right, I'm going to go and add into the next game. We had calculated in ASU versus A&M. We had a pick with the actual line was Alabama State was 2.5. The over and under was 51. Champ hit both. Joe hit none. Sims hit 2, Unpredictable. And DSPN hit 2. X-Man hit 1. And Gino hit 1. All right, so that gives our round total. People's Champ 11. Joe 10. Unpredictable 10. DSPN 10. X-Man 11.
My bad. X-Man 11.
And our current leader, Gino 14.
Who? I ain't gonna do mine. I ain't prime business. Yeah, I gave a one for the team. I did that. DSPN is on to me. He knows when I try to jank the shout out to Red Six, our former podcaster. Because he was up in fantasy football on me, and he started doing that texting thing. But yeah, I tried to jinx A&M, and it worked. I had to sacrifice 1 point. But when you up, you can do that. Well, this week we have Ohio State at Penn State. Um, D or DSPN or PSPN. Do you all have the spread or the over under?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Ohio State is favored by 3.5, and the over and under is 45.5.
Okay. Ohio State favored by 3.5, and the over under 45.5. Ladies and gentlemen, when I go to him to get the over under, you can say, "Well, they didn't have that in their notes," because we appreciate the comments and everything, but we try to get to the last second. DSPN explains to us that the last possible second of the spread matters. So we right down to when I'm asking the question. So, Clutch, who do you got?
I got Ohio State in the over because they're averaging 44 points a game. Penn State's averaging 34. So I'm gonna take OSU in the over.
Can you hear me?
I
Yeah.
can.
Oh, I'm taking a Penn State and the under. Gino talking?
I
I can't
can't.
hear him if he is.
I can't even.
People John, who you got? I apologize.
I got Penn State in the under as well.
Penn State and the under.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have Penn State and the over. I have Penn State and the over, and we'll get those the other two from the other guys.
Y'all sure y'all don't want to change that bet to OSU, Ohio State, man? I'm telling y'all.
No, it's beginning to be Ohio State hate week. My cousin does not play for Michigan, but they play for Northwestern, so they'll be playing them in about 2 weeks from now. I plan on being at the game in Chicago.
By the water,
Shut
and
up.
I'm saying Northwestern they got the come on, y'all help me. the stadium that's not really their stadium.
By the
Yeah,
water.
the new one being built. It'll be ready.
Yeah,
I think they said like 2026 or something like that.
but somebody said their stadium is so dope. By the way, make sure you take plenty of pictures and I gotta get just such a lineup hat, a shirt, or something to go there with. Um, but all right. We're talking college football, and we're going to lead into NFL. So the best way to do that, I have a question. Who has a better chance of making the playoffs? The Colorado Buffaloes or the Denver Broncos? Clutch.
Denver Broncos.
All right. DSPN.
Colorado has
And
a
I would
better
say the
chance.
Broncos. Uh, People champ. Come on now.
I'm gonna say this. Colorado's in a bad predicament. They're fourth in their conference. You got BYU, who's undefeated, Iowa State, who's undefeated, Kansas State, who's lost one game, and Kansas State beat Colorado. So in order for them to get into the Big 12 championship game, a couple of those three teams gonna have to lose a couple of games, and I don't see that happening. So that's gonna leave Colorado out. Now the Broncos, on the other hand, we sitting at 5-3, and we got 5 winnable games left. We got Las Vegas, we got Cleveland, we got Indianapolis, Cincinnati, and we'll have Kansas City the last week of the season, which they'll be locked up their division, so they won't be playing for nothing. So I think the Broncos can get to 10, and if they get to 10, that means they should be able to get in. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
What do y'all
Shoot,
think?
that's
Go
5
ahead.
L's you just called out. He talking about 5 winnable games. He said the Raiders, the da da da. Shoot, it just sounded like L after L after L after L after L.
We gonna see.
Well, is it easier, y'all think, to get in the NFL playoffs or this new college football playoff?
Uh, I can't say it just yet because if they do boatload like 3-4 SEC teams, then it will be harder for other teams to get in the playoffs if the SEC hold 4-5 spots. Now, if they really make it like a free fall that you can really get in off your record and ain't no voting or politicking going on, then college is easier. But if not, NFL way easier.
Interesting. Um, College has a little politics though, like you said, and we have heard people get on this very show and say that Dion has the juice. Coach Prime has the juice. I've said that. I thought they were gonna win 6 games, and they were gonna have the juice, or 5, maybe even 5, and have the juice to get put in the bowl game. So the playoffs, we're college football, the big dogs, the big heads. We want to show that our 12-team playoff is successful. I feel like we're gonna try to put Dion in it. Coach Prime, I'm sorry. Coach Prime, we'll try to put Coach Prime in it to prove that moving to a 12-team playoff is successful. So I do think Colorado has a chance of making the playoff. I just think the Broncos have a better chance.
I'm just saying you forgetting the point that the only people that are guaranteed a spot is the conference champion. So that's
Right,
5 spots, right?
right.
We got what 7 more teams to go.
Mm-hmm.
So you think if Colorado is sitting at number 3, number 1, number 2 team play each other, they in automatically?
Yeah,
They in now.
I agree. I just think the Broncos have a better chance. But I do think Colorado gets the Alabama push that everyone talks about.
Bro, Broncos ain't making it cuz they look good right now, but they ain't gonna make it.
Okay. Did you pick them the other week when we had our thing? Did you pick the Broncos?
On the pick 'em, no, I chose the Panthers for the upset.
No, I'm talking to playoff prediction.
No, I don't think I did.
You picked them Broncos.
I did think he picked the Broncos to make it in the playoff.
I ain't picked the Chargers. I thought I picked the Chargers.
Mm-mm. You might charge. You might got a charger or drove a charger. You ain't pick up. What a win in a race, a charger or Bronco. Like, never mind. Hey, so let's go on to the NFL and get our recap our NFL game of the week. The Bears versus Commander. What a pick! What a pick for the game of the week. The Bears versus Commander. Statman, people, champ. What you got?
All right, we had Chicago versus Washington. The line was at 2.5. The over and under was at 43. The People's Champ hit 1. Joe hit 2. Sims Unpredictable hit 1. DSPN hit 1. X-Man hit 0. And Gino hit 0. That brings our total to the People's Champ 6, bringing up the rear almost. Joe got 12.
Mm.
Sims Unpredictable got 9.
Mm.
DSPN got 10. X-Man got 5 down there with me. And Gino got 7. So our leader is Joe at 12.
Mm.
Shout out to the Trigger man. How'd I get 0?
But you took Chicago and over.
And they killed me on the board, the hair mirror.
Hmm.
Any comments about the game, guy?
Yeah, I got one. If it weren't for the young man playing defense on Chicago in the secondary, with time left on the clock over there trolling the crowd, they might have would have had a chance to knock it down because his man was the one that caught the ball after the tip, and he was out of position. So next time, young man, play till the clock is at all zeros.
That's totally embarrassing. But he was the one that hit the ball, right?
Yeah, he was the
But-
one that hit it. He didn't. To me, he didn't go for it. He didn't get all of it. He got it at the tip of his fingers, and it went back.
Hey, yo, you just
All
what?
that matter is, Cub.
This is a sick Negro.
Man
Cub
said he
still
didn't
running.
get all of it.
Cub
He just
still
did.
running wind sprints. He running the line, wind sprints, bear crawling. They took him back to middle school.
Well,
Surprised he's not on waiver wire this week.
Exactly.
but was it really his fault? I mean,
Oh yeah.
Man, it's something called karma. I don't care how you think the world going. I don't care how good you think something going. Well, karma got a chance of humbling somebody real fast. And when I say that was the quickest humble movement I ever seen in life, you trash to them, tell them to go home. They can go and catch their cab, go and beat the crowd. To getting 6 put on your head. I ain't never seen something happen so fast.
right, and 7 would have won me fake Gino board.
And what's crazy is if he wouldn't even turned around to the play, they probably would have won.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He probably would have won.
Because if you look at it, the ball was coming down when he tipped it, so it wouldn't have made it back to old boy.
His turnover would have been 5. He would have still been standing over there while this show fans pointing. It showed fans pointing like, "Hey, dude, the play starting," and it was Washington fans.
Mm.
It was an amazing play, great play to see live. So, I mean, but I don't like that he's getting the attention or the bad attention. And Daniels, I mean, he's that guy. There's ice water in his veins. Y'all good? Y'all good? It's
It's,
Halloween.
it's ice water in his veins, but still that don't overshadow a bad play like he did. If it wasn't so blatant and in the cameras, in like you weren't paying attention to nothing else going on, especially if you in the stadium and you sitting in the end zone, all you see is him talking to you right now. And then you see him sprint over and get 6 put on his head.
We didn't see it in game, right? I didn't.
No, I ain't. I was there.
I saw the play, but I didn't notice him flying through the on the sideline. I didn't notice him.
From the sideline.
But I did saw him. I did see the play with the touchdown.
Right. And it's a lot of that, man. Celebrate when the game over. Especially fantasy football people. Celebrate when the game is over. Because I done heard some stories about some of you. Not y'all. Some of you people watching.
So what was crazy is you want to hear how ironic it is. I think I was either close to losing or it was a really, really close game. And I do have Jaden Daniels in one of my leagues. So that 65-yard touchdown throw, shoot, I got about 15, 16 points off of it alone.
We'll talk about that tomorrow on our fantasy show. Make sure you check out Fantasy Fridays, basketball and football right now. Our Fantasy Friday show at 8 o'clock on the YouTube channel. Please subscribe. So we'll talk about that. I would have been mad. I had a board, but Chicago got the 2-point conversion. And it's a lot of people that's probably was upset because y'all play some big money boards. I'm talking to the audience. But y'all play some big money boards. It's probably some people that were really upset with their score change, and I would have liked for them to kick a field goal just cause, and that would have helped me out. But so when you get when the player makes a play like that and does things like that and costs people some money, that's why you can't go on Instagram, you can't go on Twitter, because you lost more than the game.
Since we I'm sorry not to cut you off, but since we're talking about people betting on sports, I know this ain't even a topic, but George Pickens, if anyone got to catch that game, George Pickens, he got 2 feet in bounds, but it was ruled out of bounds. It was ruled not a touchdown. So they came out during the game and said you have to have both feet touch in, not have 1 foot touching there twice. And not only was that something, but someone betted George Pickens' first touchdown. And the guy thought he was cashing in. Someone else scored. This guy sued the NFL for the verbiage in their rule. And he's winning the case.
Wow.
Gotta love our law.
The verbiage says 2 feet in bounds.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say it has to be both of those feet.
Right. So you can bet they're gonna change that in this new upcoming season.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, they changed it right there.
Oh, they already changed.
They changed it on the field.
That's right. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on, like the situation with Oregon and Ohio State. They worked on changing that the next week. Like this year been really, really wild. And next week we vote. So
they might change. They might change them votes again. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna go on?
This week's game of the week Hopefully it will be just as exciting. It's another game. I forgot what game it is. It was up there, but we didn't want to kind of go over the same teams. But we have the Lions and the Packers. Lions and the Packers. Champ, you got
Yeah.
the numericals.
Detroit is favored by 3.5, and the over and under is 48.
Detroit by 3.5. Over under is 48. Okay. DSPN. What do you got?
Packers at home. Packers at home.
Yeah.
At the Packers. Lions at the Packers. It ain't cold yet.
That's real odd. It's time for the Lions to lose one that they shouldn't. I'm gonna take Packers in the over.
Interesting. Clutch, what you got?
I got the Lions in the over.
All right, I have Packers and under. And people chat, what you got?
I got Detroit and over.
Okay, Detroit and over. Well, we'll get the other picks from my other guys, and we'll let you know next week. Who knows what? Since I got a Bronco fan in front of me, were the Broncos running up the score on the poor little Panthers?
Yeah, we were trying to run the score up there. Trying to make a statement, We ranked number 5th in the AFC in the playoff hunt. So we were trying to kick in the door because we know we played them Baltimore Ravens this week, and we were trying to put something on the table to let them know that it's going to be a showdown in the lowdown. Yeah, we tried to run the score up. We ran a fake field goal, which was 50-50 because it was 60 yards and Will Lutz's leg ain't the strongest. But we was in that air, so he could have probably made it. Then right after that, Cortland Sutton threw a 4th down pass to the fullback. We trying to run the score up. Hate to say it, but we were trying to do it.
And plus, those points gonna count if y'all in a tie with somebody at the end of the season to make the playoffs. They go by the points, right?
Yeah, on one of the tiebreakers. Yeah.
Yeah. So shit, if I was Sean Payton, I'd run it up too if you got a chance.
Wow. I think they were running it up. Sean Payton says, what did he say? He said, I know one thing. He said, play better. But he said he wasn't running the score up. He said they came back on from 25 in the fourth quarter before. Wish I was there to see that. I don't remember that, but he told them, boy, play better. And that's what they did. They played better and traded their wide receiver. DSPN, do you think they were running up the score?
I don't care if he came out and said, nah, he wasn't doing it. They were running the score up, cuz. It just like when you playing Madden. If you don't pass the sticks, I'm going to keep scoring.
Yeah, we see what happened. I'm seeing some running scores up on Madden and up in the front yard. And they got them other kind of sticks now. I don't like it. But I do agree, play better. And we don't care. But it got a little feisty. I forgot who it was.
J.C. Horn.
J.C. Horn, player son. J.C. Horn got at coach for running up the score. So be prepared. It really don't matter. You're right. Play better. But be prepared what come behind that, because I might can't beat you in the football game, but I might can put belt to ass. So are y'all okay? Y'all missing them two that much?
What you talking about, man?
Y'all all right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Halloween. All
The
right.
ghost and goblins out here, man.
Oh, okay. Sound a little quiet. All right. MLB. I know to brighten up somebody today. I think their pockets finna get brightened up. DSPN MLB recap, World Series recap. You
Uh, I think we went home yesterday, cuz. I think we went home, man. I was watching the game yesterday, and we got up 5-0. Then next thing you know, I looked at it was 5-5. So I just went on ahead and turned the TV off. So I ain't even looked to see if we done won or if we done lost. I figure it out next week.
and when they say we,
I'm a Yankees fan, cuz I like the Dodgers, but I'm a Yankees fan.
all right. On you got some money on somewhere, not?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been getting cash out requests, so that means
Now
it's
y'all
probably
said
not
on
good.
this show I heard a home run challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I won the home run challenge. That I know for sure.
Oh, they went home for real. We could talk about it today, Thursday. The Yankees lost.
Man, I told you I ain't looked at the score. Last time I seen it was 5-5, and I ain't looked back at it. We
Okay.
started the game up 5-0. Next thing you know, it was 5-5. So I said, you know what, y'all ain't finna stress me out today.
Speaking of stressing me out that day, oh no, did he?
Not the usual. Tonight we getting unpredictable.
Welcome, unpredictable.
Hey,
Uh,
welcome. For all my fans, I was running late. I got to make a grand entrance. That's how we do it out here in Hollywood, Montgomery.
good to see you.
We're fashionably late, and we late because we got fashion.
Right, good to see you. The guys were a little down without you and Trigger, man.
Yeah.
We need that spunk.
Shout out to Trigger Man. You know, today's his daughter's birthday. And ironically, on your daughter's birthday, Trigger Man, LeBron lost again.
We're almost on that.
Oh.
I hate we passed the LSU Texas game, Texas A&M game.
We got
you
cheated.
missed that fun. Okay.
We got cheated. First of all, you're supposed to stick with your damn quarterback unless he get hurt. That's the first part. Now, see, this LSU group is too nice because the LSU group I knew, he'd have ran around and then you celebrate. Oh, we got to take you out the game.
Oh yeah. What do you think the who was it? Broncos were running the score up on the Panthers.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I don't blame them. You the Broncos. You start last year, you had Russell Wilson in, and they didn't mind running the score up on you. And my thing is sometimes if I'm the coach of the Broncos, it's not my job to prevent anything from your team. It's your job to stop whatever we're doing. So I don't believe in sportsmanship. Talking about don't run the score up. You should have never played. That's my thing.
Right. He told them to play better. But
you
from New Orleans. You ever seen a team try to run the score up and it get a little rowdy?
Oh yeah. Well, first of all, in New Orleans, you play with us like that, we'll get rowdy, right? Because see, the thing about it, people in New Orleans, we don't worry about when you run the score up. It's when you start showboating and laughing and taunting. That's when we have a problem. So, my thing is, if I'm the Carolina Panthers and I don't like what they did, you got 4 years to get your weight up and do it back to them. Matter of fact, I go to commissioner because they have some intra-league where you can play them next year. Request to play them. Right. Too much sportsmanship.
Right. And I thought Mr. Jameis Winston ran the score up last year with the Saints in New Orleans on the last game of the year.
He did, and he should be commended. And
he did. And
yeah, of course
I don't
he did.
think, and I don't think nobody in the sports world that truly was a true sports fan didn't want him to do what he did.
You know
Me,
what?
I didn't. Well, I
Only in the
wanted the
world,
coach fired, but that goose was already cooked.
only in the
I
world of
want,
sports, we tell people not to do something to embarrass somebody else. You embarrass yourself by coming on a court with me. That's what I say.
but we'll
My
see
thing
if
is
Atlanta
come
get
out.
that get back. We don't have to
Well, you
wait
know
4
what?
years.
Here's the thing. Last time I checked, Atlanta is a professional football team. You knew they was
Mm-hmm.
gonna say hike, and when you knew they were gonna snap the ball, your job on defense is to stop them from scoring. Apparently, you should have been mad at Jameis Winston for snapping the ball. You should be mad at yourself for the way you play defense.
All right.
Run that go up. I ain't never hear nobody back when Donald Trump was becoming a billionaire say, "Hey, Donald Trump, you made too much money. That's enough."
Okay.
Hey, Jerry Jones, you did enough. No, run it up.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
we have been hearing plenty of Jerry Jones. You did enough. Time to retire.
Oh, yeah, talking about Mr. Burns Jr. Yeah.
Damn,
All
Remember,
right.
you think that's who the Simpsons been talking about all this time?
yep,
Homer Simpson, Coach McCarthy.
right on point. Bart Simpson, Dak Prescott.
Clutch, you gonna let them? Clutch said eat his shorts.
It's all nonsense. So it's all right. They can have fun.
Two clutches, Abu.
Hey, Clutch. This year, if nobody know how you feel as the Saints, we in the same boat. The only difference between us and the Saints is we beat y'all. I mean, but other than that, we both on a sinking ship.
Man, five games ago, we just knew the Saints were going to the playoffs.
Right. It was scary. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Them first 2 games, man, that was. I was like, oh man, this supposed to be our year to win
Man,
the
I don't think nobody ever picked Derek Carr so fast off the waiver wire the way he started shooting up off the waiver wire.
And dropped him.
And he ain't play since.
Play since.
I'm gonna say it for my New Orleans Saints because I keep it 100. First of all, y'all pathetic. Y'all making us look bad. That's number one. Y'all, it's like y'all started off like Master P, No Limit, and right now y'all playing like y'all rapping with Silk the Shocker. You don't know what the hell you're doing. So, if I'm the Saints, trade Kamara to a contending team. He makes too much money. You trade Cam Jordan. You gave us our services. You're too old. You get rid of 23, the cornerback, Lattimore. Give him a chance to play for a contender. You're making too much. I don't know what Lavier makes or whatever he's demanding, but if he's demanding anything that's outside the range, trade him too. If I'm the Saints, you're going to have a top 5 pick in every round for this year. That's 7. Go ahead, make some draft picks, get 5 more, get 12, and get some hungry players from college. If I'm them, 3rd round, running back, Tennessee. 1st round, that young thug from Colorado, Miami. Just go ahead and rebuild because what you're doing right now, first of all, everybody that's supposed to be good, they all IR, they injured. They injured, your soul is injured.
Y'all get Derek Carr back this week, next week.
Impersonate my damn.
Hey, y'all still got Michael Thomas?
Where?
Yeah, he got rid of him. That's the first time though. Should have traded his ass to the Cowboys. He ain't been right since George Floyd. He's still worried about what Drew Brees said. He ain't get a catch yet.
All right, we got unpredictable in our fan favorite, unpredictable, and
Not the
Where's Bronny?
usual.
Bring on Bronny.
Tonight we getting unpredictable.
we just went back to football. We were talking about baseball, so this is unpredictable. Ohtani and Judge were trash this World Series, correct?
Correct.
Otani was dealing with a shoulder injury, so he has
Trash.
It doesn't matter.
Ain't no excuse for him.
In any other sport, well, in basketball or football, the Super Bowl and the NBA Finals, would it had been the 2 superstars coming out and performing like those 2 did? Would it have been more publicized than it was? Because I don't think it really got the publicism that if uh Pat Mahomes came out and started to join up and uh uh let me put him in the Super Bowl, Lamar Jackson. If both of them came out and threw 3 for 18, and so do we think the basketball and football would have been a bigger talking point?
I'm gonna say no, because we seen the Super Bowl like that. We seen the Super Bowl like that. Y'all forgetting the Rams versus the Patriots, the last ring Tom Brady won. I don't think they combined for like 13 total completed passes or something like that. It was really really trash. It was a trash game because when they like a score of like 16-3, 16-7, something like that.
To me, all the Patriots Super Bowl kind of suck,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
except
that was probably the worst.
except the one. If y'all
Yeah,
know
You
the
know
the,
what?
the,
I
the,
think
the run the one Russell Wilson gave to him.
no the one the 49ers coach. What is his name? Shanahan. The one Shanahan gave him in Atlanta. That was one of their most special Super Bowls. But all the other ones were boring. The offense was so. You're right, D.
But you know the difference to me and what you were saying, even though Otani and Judge are the premier players, they're still good players around them. But baseball, you ultimately see that one person dealing with the other nine on defense, so to speak. So when you're dealing with a walk-off home run and you're dominating the Yankees, I think the storyline is bigger than the individual because in football, I've seen Pat Mahomes. If you go back and look at his stats against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, his stats wasn't impressive. But if you watch the game where he's running for 500 yards and scrambling and hitting Tyreek Hill in the end zone twice and dropping the ball after scrambling, I think sometimes you got to look at baseball. What do you do by yourself? And all the attention is on you, and it can quickly shift at any given moment.
Right.
Yeah. So I
And
think they're more team sports, and I think baseball is more individual.
indeed. Well, speaking of team sports, we only like to talk about one player of that team, but NBA first week thoughts, everyone. What were your NBA first week thoughts? Were they great? What was it? Was it just it's still football season? What do y'all take on the first week?
Well,
Uh,
I haven't really been watching any basketball. I'm still on this football thing, but um, the
You're a
only
Cowboys
thing
fan.
I've
You
seen,
should listen.
Go ahead and clock out for me, okay?
the only thing I've seen is Bronny and Brian walk on the court together. That's it.
Hey,
The
well,
goat. That's the goat. That's the goat.
Cause that,
Go
cause
ahead and
that,
clock out for me, okay?
cause that's all that it was. They just walked on the court together.
Man, that's like watching Joe Torres and Easy E walk on the court. It was just for show.
I would like to
Well,
go ahead and point out.
Bronny did score his first points tonight in Cleveland.
Took him
Well,
long enough.
I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this out there. We're 3 games in, and they've already ranked this as the worst NBA draft class in history.
we knew that going in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we knew it, but you can whisper about it, and you kind of label it at the end because somebody might spark up, but they said, nah, this it.
And my like, all right, I got two teams. I don't believe in two teams in football. You can do what you want in baseball, but I'm a Laker fan, and I like the Atlanta Hawks because they're close to home.
So which one
Atlanta
first?
would get the first pick in between Wimbignana and the great white hype, Cooper Flag. Like come on, man.
Yeah. What? When y'all destroyed yourself on that trade with Luca.
Right. And Atlanta didn't draft Chris Paul. They drafted Williams
From North Carolina.
from North Carolina.
Yeah.
I was so I had to be a Laker fan or something, man. Something because Atlanta. But
Well, during that
I
time, everybody was trying to, I mean, the Tar Heels were on top, so that's why they was getting those Tar Heel players.
yeah. That I think coming out, nobody was a top notch player coming out. I think some of them developed, and like Chris Paul,
right.
they came to be a little bit better than we thought. But it was no guarantee. It was kind of like iffy, so to speak.
Right.
But
Do
my
y'all think?
impression of the first go ahead.
No, go ahead.
My impression of the first week is I love this Jason Tatum I'm seeing. Kerr did the best thing for Jason Tatum's career because the Boston Celtics came out on fire and they busting between not playing Tatum in the Olympics and Jaylen Brown not getting his endorsements. They making some example out of some people this year. I mean, and they came out like a true dominant NBA champion looking to repeat. So much respect to those two young men to take their game to the next level. Tatum said, I ain't friendly no more. LeBron asked him to come train with him. He told LeBron, kiss ass. Now, that's the Tatum I've been waiting to see. I want to see light skin get mad so he could turn red. And the second thing was, first of all, I want to preface by saying I saw their sister / daughter, their son / brother, their mother. LeBron James and his son taking the court was a very special moment for him and his family. So respecting him and his family and imagine my daughters or my sons cheering for my son and myself. That would be a special moment only for me. But for the NBA history, they're going to go down in NBA history because 2 histories was made. 3. First time a father and son was on the court. Also, LeBron broke another record, the all-time leader in missed shots. Way to go. And Bronny hit a 0-0. In other words, we waited all night for that foolishness for him to hit a 0-0. Now, again, the moment was special for his family and maybe those around LeBron James. But that's almost like watching wrestling. The shit was already scripted. We knew who was going to win at the end. It's not like it was a big surprise. So to me, you forced a moment. And sometimes when you force a moment, it just don't seem genuine. And that's all we're trying to say.
I think they went ahead and got it out of the way. If he wouldn't have played the first night, when is he gonna play? And they went and got it out of the way. What was about 4-5 minutes?
Bronny played just as good as they did Dwayne Wade's statue down there.
Yeah, that was awful.
Well, hey, I was going to that because he was talking about. I thought that's what he was talking about when he was talking about his brother, sister, or something. I don't know.
I thought that was Lawrence Fishburne on The Matrix.
I was going to that DSPN. But I did want to say I like AD and what AD has taken the keys to the Lakers. LeBron, I assume, has been trying to get him the keys, and he finally LeBron got his got his whoop and got his son in the door. So now it's AD's team, and I hope his health holds up, and we can see what Charles Barkley was talking about when he said AD would be the MVP of the league one day. But speaking of MVPs, Wade County, D Wade has finally got his statue out. Is it outside the arena, right?
Yeah, it's outside the arena.
Please tell me you got a picture of it.
Yeah, it's on our Facebook page. Make sure you go to our Facebook page. It might be behind you in the what's your name? But DSPN is going to get it. But it's on our Facebook page. Make sure you follow our Facebook page, set your lineup, so we can interact. We interact with our set your lineup family in there. So make sure you check that out. People Champ.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about the statue?
When I first saw it, I thought they was trying to decline the sales in their tickets because every time you walk by there, you're gonna run back to your car because you think somebody got stung by some bees or something. They must have got their friend from high school to make that that statue. 'Cause that was not professional. That don't look nothing like Dwayne Wade.
What you think, man? Oh, he being a statue right now. He literally being a statue.
Oh, okay, my bad. If you ask me, for a top-notch organization that's built on class, that was classless. If I was Dwayne Wade, I'd have walked to that statue and pissed on it. But that's all the birds gonna do right now. There's no way. Look at that. Who is it, man? I thought that was the guy from the Temptations singing or something, man. Like, how do you make a statue of an all-time great player like this? That's what I want to know. I'm trying to figure out this. Pat Riley and the Miami Heat, Mickey Arison, a multi-billionaire. I hope they didn't pay for this. Because this looked like something my son did and he created when he drew a picture of me when he was in 5th grade. Like, this is awful. If I'm Dwayne Wade, I would piss on it immediately.
All right. But people have been complaining about all the statues that have been coming out lately. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King got so many messed up statues. Allen Iverson had a little mini, the little man to be on the top of the wedding cake. He had the top of the wedding cake statue.
Goddamn show, honey.
Hey, you know, when I was a little kid, speaking of Martin Luther King, I remember they used to have that movie King. They showed like the little series back in the days in the early 80s. Up until I was like in 6th grade, I thought Paul Whitfield was Martin Luther King all that time. When I see the man on 227, I said, hold up. He was on 227. I said, hold up. What Martin Luther King doing on 227? I thought he was dead.
But doesn't I mean, is it just, ain't it just a statue? Like, aren't all statues kind of weird looking or whatever?
Not like that. His statue looked like that commercial with Fitzpatrick. Y'all seen that that State Farm commercial when they give Fitzpatrick a statue?
Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it looked like.
At first, I thought this was an emoji.
Because they're trying to do too right. Because they're trying to do too much. I mean, they're trying to make facial expressions and all that. Man, make the regular statue. I think Auburn has a good one. Oh, excuse me, that came out too easy.
Oh.
I think Auburn has a good one of Charles Barkley. Right. Me compliment Auburn. But I think they have a good one of Charles Barkley. It just look like he got a fupa or what do they call it? Camel toe.
Okay.
I think you know they just try to do too much.
Man, I don't know.
Well, your boy gonna have one built next year, so I bet you he'll look like just like him.
Talking about the GOAT.
Yeah, the GOAT.
Yeah, they might get tough.
Jordan already got one.
No, we ain't talking about him.
Cause he ain't getting down in LA, cuz.
I'm talking about Bron. I'm talking about Nick Saban.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the other GOAT. Oh,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, they
got one on it.
They did ask KD. If
Saban already got a statue.
They was asking KD, do they think he was gonna get a statue? He said, I don't think I fit the criteria.
It might break. It might just blow over.
When they build LeBron a statue, they might have a suitcase making him look like a traveling salesman because he don't stay nowhere too long.
That's funny. A moving statue.
LeBron, a perfect example of when they say Papa was a Rolling Stone because he rolling from city to city because he ain't staying nowhere. A mercenary for hire.
That was the same thing they said about Nick Saban. And look
He
what
was.
happened. He gave us.
Until Alabama gave him that money.
Everybody was passing out money. Texas was trying to pass out money, but let's not talk about Saban and LeBron right now. Let's talk about our NFL upset of the week. Somebody scored. Somebody got on the board. People champ.
Yeah, we got
scored somewhere, but I don't know. Okay.
Week 8.
Trigger man.
NFL upsets of the week. The champ had Dallas over San Francisco. He missed. DSPN had Carolina over Denver. He missed. I knew we were gonna miss. X-Man had Jacksonville over Green Bay. He missed. Gino had New Orleans over Los Angeles. He missed. We just got to talking about New Orleans was trash.
I'm pick him again.
Sims had Washington over Chicago. He hit on the Hail Mary and for 2.5 points. Joe.
I did.
Yeah. Joe had LA over Minnesota. He hit for 3 points. And our combined totals are champ 1.5.
I'm the people's champ.
I like that. DSPN got 3. X-Man got 0. Gino got 0. Unpredictable got 2.5. And leading the way with 6, Joe.
Shout out to Trigger Man Joe, man.
Mm-hmm. 2 weeks in a row, he on a winning streak.
Shout out to Trigger Man Joe. Oh man.
So is it more points but different upsets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever the spread is.
Oh, okay.
So if you pick a DSPN had Carolina over Denver for -10. If Carolina had won, he'd have got 10 points.
This week's upsets, DSPN, you good, DSPN? Who you upset this week, sir?
I'm gonna take the Dolphins this week +6. I'm gonna take the Dolphins +6.
Dolphins over the Bills. You can tell that was on my board. Dolphins over the Bills. Clutch. Who you got? Okay, somebody didn't do their homework. Hold on. I said Clutch, who you got? And he said what?
I think I'm gonna go with the
Give me let me see if you have
Shout out to Sinbad, man. Clutch remind me of the Sinbad joke. Give me
I'm gonna go with the Jag. I'm gonna go with the Jags again over the Eagles.
Jags over Eagles. That's a good one. You got the point spread right there with your homework you just did? Jags over the Eagles. Oh, okay. That's what you just showed. Okay. Unpredictable.
Hey, I'm going for the money, and since I know it go by the point spread, you might well put me down every week for the biggest point spread. I'm going with the Bucks over the Chiefs.
Home run.
If you buck. No, if you buck. No.
That's the highest point spread. That's a good one. That's a good one. The Chiefs won't lose. I mean, but that's a good a good choice. Champ, I'm gonna let you go before me because I know we probably have the same one. So go ahead.
I'm going with Miami over Buffalo. That's the one I had picked.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with.
Well, y'all two ride with that. I had that one, and if that one was getting kicked off, I was thinking Broncos over Ravens, but I am going to go with Panthers over the Saints.
What you talking about, Willis?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm going Broncos over the Ravens. I don't see it. I think not Kamara gonna run crazy. I hope.
That's all I know is the Chiefs are going down.
Right, but I don't see the Ravens losing twice.
I want to change mine.
Go ahead. People, we just changed all night and just let.
No. I just want to change.
Go ahead.
Give me the Colts over the Vikings.
Colts or the Vikings. Remember his first one. What is the first one was?
Jags over Eagles.
Over Philly.
I remember that one. We're gonna remember that one. Cause that's gonna be the right one. But You changed the who clutch? Let me see here. Remember?
Colts or the Vikings?
Oh, you think the little quarterback gonna do something? Okay, okay. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey
On
man, the Chiefs got to go down. They like a 70-year-old man with Viagra. It's got to go down sooner or later.
Denver gonna take them out first.
right. And last we're gonna before we get our hell this Halloween, aka the People's Champ birthday, and Nick Saban, the GOAT
Tomorrow?
birthday. Happy Halloween, the GOAT. Happy Halloween.
Hey,
Before we get out here, we're gonna do the recap.
Thursday night.
man.
Yeah.
He did say he got some baby or a box coming your way.
Man, we made the Bulldogs take that. All right. Recap Thursday top dog. We had the Vikings versus the Rams. People champ.
All right.
What,
We had
I'm the people's champ.
what you got?
we had the People's Champ with Cooper Cup. We had Joe with Kyron Williams. We had DSPN with Justin Jefferson. We had X-Man with Sam Darnold. We had Gino with Matthew Stafford. We had Unpredictable with Justin Jefferson. And our lucky winner at 25.16 points was Matthew Stafford.
To top it off, Gino. I like Gino.
So Gino hit, and that brings everybody total to 1 on the season.
Yes, I needed that. And the way, if y'all were watching, if you're watching now,
Sam,
if y'all
Sam Darnold was right there.
right.
The win for the face mask. I mean, the not face mask call. He would have got it.
Sam Darnold right where? I mean, don't try to ruin my pick. Cause I picked him back, and I just said, man, let me get him. Cause y'all were like, don't worry if you and Joe got the same pick or whatever. And I was like, nah, let me get him. And took old Matthew Stafford. And he came through for put him on the board.
Can we do an over and under for Bronny James, like 1 point? I got him under.
Who we got? Who we got to play tonight?
Today is Thursday, sir. So we have tonight.
Jets in Houston.
I should let him.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So you didn't do none of your homework. Okay. So we'll start with you, Clutch. Who is your Thursday top dog?
Devontae Adams. He gonna break out this tonight, and he gonna get about 30, 35 points.
This little jerk picked my.
God damn.
35 points. DSPN. Who you got?
He doing the clutch.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams. Unpredictable.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with looking at the Jets defense. They've been playing pretty crappy in the middle. I'm gonna go with Joe Mixon.
Good one. I don't know. I was gonna go.
That's
with
a
Joe.
good one. That's a good one.
It was until you look on your Yahoo Fantasy and see what the Jets run defense is. That changed my mind, but hey, unpredictable make things happen. People champ, I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm going with 3 touchdown man tonight, Joe Mixon.
I don't think it's a good pick, guys. Against that Jets defense. I don't, but I want it to be. DSPN are calling me out. Sometimes I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong because I got Joe Mixon on my fantasy. But give me the guy with them long, stupid, long sleeves on his jersey. Give me Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson to outscore Devontae Adams. You believe that, DSPN?
I traded for him. Y'all denied it, but I do feel like Aaron Rodgers is one of the most selfish quarterbacks in the league because on the 1 yard line, he's throwing the ball. So I do believe Aaron Rodgers is going to go ahead and get it today. So Garrett Wilson might catch one. Devontae Adams might catch one. Breece Hall might catch one. It might not even be a rushing touchdown tonight.
Man, he needs to do a discount double check.
All the Jets touchdown coming from pass plays.
Right. I think only reason Devontae Adams might get this is because they're gonna try to prove that it was the right decision bringing him there, and Aaron Rodgers will speed him. But hopefully, no Diddy. Oh, whoa, that was crazy. But hopefully Garrett Wilson gets it. All right, that's our show for episode 47. We're coming up on episode 50, guys.
Hey, don't forget, over and under. LeBron at 1. Under.
Well, check out our show Friday. We're gonna talk. Somebody might have picked up LeBron off the waiver. I mean, Bronny off the waivers in fantasy basketball. Clutch, do you got a quote?
Yeah, I got one. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken.
Right. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Happy birthday to Joe's Princess, his daughter. Happy birthday to Nate. In the Facebook group, one of the admins of the Facebook group. Happy birthday to Nick Saban.
Ooh.
Happy Halloween. And most of all, happy birthday to the people.
I'm the people's champ.
Where we going tonight?
To the usual. BWW.
Oh, I might bring some rock in there. Oh,
Halloween fell on the weekend. Me and people champ trick or treating. I've been looking this for bags. He stood about 6 or 7 feet. Hey, I want to sing happy birthday to this ugly ass statue for Dwayne Wade. If I was you, I'll get my whole family to piss on it.
Well, never mind. I would not do that. No.
I was thinking about it.
This is a sick Negro.
I will not do that. Please check us out tomorrow, Fantasy Friday. It is basketball season, football season. Happy Halloween. November. Shout out to everybody waiting on the first of the month.
Tell LeBron James, stop forcing his son on us like Diddy.